It's finally 2022. I said I was going to make a final video before the end of 2021, but that wasn't really the case. If any of you haven't seen my community post, then I'll say it here. This year I'm going to be working on bigger and better videos, so expect videos to take longer to come out but be better in quality. If videos come out rather quick, that is mostly because I made the videos beforehand and set it up to upload on its own. I'm going to be focusing more on the reporting part of my channel rather than the other crappy parts, so I'd love to see what you guys want to see next. If you are able to, hop over to my community tab and give me some recommendations on what to make. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello everyone. Of course, before this video is made, I want to apologize for it being this stupid text-to-speech thing. It really annoys me when people do this in their videos, so I'm just being a huge hypocrite. But I really need a video to be out before Wednesday, so it's either have a weird robot talk, or have it be silent and weird. Oh yeah, here's a warning. Today's video is more of a general topic, mainly about stereotypical videos you see made by pro gachatubers. By this I'm not meaning gachatubers who are good at editing or have good OCs. I mean gachatubers who think they are veterans because they were in the gacha community since before a game like Gacha Life came out. Personally, I have been in the community since Gacha Studio. But I don't go around saying I'm better than others and that people should take my advice because I played an old game and therefore everything I say is true. In my terms, pro gachatubers usually make these videos if I was in blank, or, more uncommonly, things I hate in blank. I'm going to be focusing on the second video topic for this video, as I feel like I have a lot more to say about it, but I am planning on making a part 2 to this video soon. Usually, in these videos, it's just the creator themselves in gacha form, saying that they hate when people use certain features in Gacha Life, like these eyes for example. They are extremely hated by the majority of people who play the gacha games, and I'm not sure why. Most of these videos talk about how whoever do those things or use those features are new and need to get better at the game, even though there is no one proper way to make a character. Good representation of this is making OCs out of items I hate, which was a trend sometime in 2021. In this trend, content creators would take items they disliked, most of them being these, or these eyes, and turning them into a really creative OC, and there are actually some really good ones. Nowadays, the gacha community does not allow anyone who is new/young to partake in creating content. This is commonly seen on TikTok, not just in the gacha community but in other communities like the Five Nights at Freddy's or art community. The gacha community is marketed towards 8+, making it not necessarily being for people 10 to 13, like most of the gacha community is. People seem to forget that not everyone in a community has been there for a while and knows how to do things the majority of people do. Times I have seen people being bashed on by other people are when people use the body features like scaling a character to make them thinner/wider, or making the head smaller like, now, the majority of people do. An example I have of this is the creator Silent Deer, who is a content creator who got extremely hated on and bashed for no reason, except they use the small head feature in Gacha Life. This is when it was uncommon for people to have small heads, since there were only 3 head options to make it small in Gacha Life, compared to Gacha Club, which has many sizes for the head. In this, Silent Deer even had to make a video explaining why they used the small heads, even though their preference wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't like they did anything rude or bad, they just changed the scale of a character, compared to everyone else who kept the head size the same. The gacha community's problem is that it cannot accept people being different and not doing what everyone else does, and if a person were to do something like give their character a small head or use certain eyes for a character, they would be bashed for doing so.
Joy, what are you doing?
Personally, I think that whilst criticism is necessary and needed to become better at something, blatantly making fun of someone or going so far to bully a person for how they're doing something isn't going to help at all. All you're doing is worsening the representation of the gacha community and making it seem like everyone has to have the same style of creation and no one can be different or be themselves. At this point you may be saying, hey, Kai, didn't you make a video on people with a softie style and how you don't like it? And my answer to that is yeah, I did. I don't like that video in the slightest and is only up to show how much improvement I've made. I'm actually planning to recreate that and make it less judgy and have it give more criticism rather than yelling through a screen because someone just to have this as their color palette.